Whoa. This morning I had a thought. Just a thought. I was thinking about we, the workers. Are you a worker? Do you have a job someplace? Do you like your job? If given the opportunity, would you change your job? And if you changed your job, what kind of job would it be? Or what mainly would you be looking for? Would you be looking for a compensation, say, like money or excitement and joy about the job? Or maybe all of these things would be considered. Are you a worker? Being a worker, what kind of life do you think you should live? Well, these are questions that every last one of us ask ourselves every day. Whether we're satisfied, if we're not satisfied, just questions as workers. I make this appeal to you as workers. I've served as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people for at least 40 years. And I've gotten a chance to see all perspectives, or should I say various perspectives of individuals' lives. Many of them are similar and many of them are different. But at bottom line, most human beings want to live a satisfied life. This is what I've concluded. Most human beings want to live a satisfied life. Really, they want their needs, their wants, and their desires met. I mean, this would really make every worker feel great, to have their needs, their wants, and their desires met. Every worker on the face of the earth. Now, what else would we workers desire? And that would be simple. We want to live in peace. We want to be prosperous in the things that we do. And we want to be free. Yes. We want to suffer for nothing. We want to have joy in our lives. And we want to be happy. And if we put all of that together, I think it would conclude we want to live our dreams, not just dream them, but live them. We'd want to basically suffer for nothing, like food, clothing, shelter, other things that are beneficial to us, like education and healthcare, and transportation, and infrastructure, and all of the other things that we do. I'm sure every human being on the face of the earth would agree with what I've just said. And living a life like this would allow us, my friends, to be satisfied in this life. And I say this to you. I propose this to you because as workers, you know that everything we as workers do, all of the resources that are used to do those various things that we do are resources that came with the earth. They are as free as the water in the ocean, as free as any salt in a sea. If you want water, get a bucket and go get you some, or some other means. The resources of the earth, we are workers. We use them to do the things that we do. We get them. Now, when we look at that scenario, we know that we, the workers, in every phase, workers are utilized. From discovery, for producing, for distribution, Every area, workers. And what do you do that for as a worker? There are two things involved. Most of the time, the work that you do is a result of meeting needs, wants, and desires of people. That's what it does. But the way we have the system set up is so there's profit. So we have money that would allow us to get what has been produced from these resources. So many people don't have access. Maybe many of you don't. Many of us, you, don't even have jobs. So you can imagine what the problem is. But I say to you, every worker, that every person that works, if they got the job they love, they are satisfied. If they don't, if they could, that would make them satisfied. And not only that, since it works so well for us, there should be a plan, I'm talking to you, you workers, that would include all the people that should be working to have a career that they chose, just like each of you. Everybody. This is just a proposal to the workers of America and to the workers of the world. We can live as workers on this earth with our needs, wants, and desires met, as if we're in paradise. Why? Because we are the workers. We are the workers that build paradise. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the unique thing about it. The number one benefit of a new plan such as this is that every worker have a chance working in joy, the career that they have chosen. That's it. The career that you have chosen that give you your greatest joy. And all of you, everybody that's benefiting, using the resources that's as free as the water in the sea. We, the workers, bring forth houses, education. We the ones that do that, the workers. And if we do that, should we not, as owners of everything that exists, all of the houses that we built, all of it, everything that we've done belongs to all of the people. And should we not be able to access them as we need them, considering the resources are free? The work was a joy that we did, and it is the result of all this that we need, one desire. Shouldn't we be able to just access it? Anything that exists by the hands of man, shouldn't we? Every worker should be guaranteed that, because we are the builders of the joy that humankind can experience on this earth. And when someone comes and try to tear it apart, sneak it apart, get more, and when they can't even do anything with it, just to say they got it and someone else don't, that is not permitted. Why? Because the strategy is satisfaction for everyone. And taking causes pain. It's not acceptable. That's anti-love, anti-God. I hadn't used those words before. But the significance is very important. Right and wrong. We, the workers, would be creating what has never existed in humankind's time as far as we know. And we would not lose it by the stuff we grew up in. So I'm asking you, why don't we make an agreement between one another? We as workers make an agreement that we're not going to let any so-called business owners We're not going to let any so-called, whatever fantastic name they try to give themselves. They're nothing but robbers. We're not going to let anything separate us from the work that is required to build paradise, to create on earth as we want it to be. Let us make an agreement, worker to worker. Forget about these other people who are trying to rob us, call themselves kings and queens and presidents and prime ministers and congressmen and judges and business people, all of that. No. Let's jump. Now, we don't say that the things that they do, they won't be doing, but the motivation will be as part of this wonderful world, not this destruction stuff. Are you with me? Well, let's get busy.